Video editing is a hot skill to have these days to make some handsome amount of money right from the comfort of your home. To get started, all you need is a laptop and you're all good to go. So before we begin, let me start by asking a question. When was the last time you read a huge block of text or a blog post to find some piece of information? Don't remember? Well, most people these days prefer to watch a video to gain some knowledge, some information, or for entertainment purposes. The demand for videos and video editors is so massive these days, and this is the right opportunity to capitalize on it to make some money out of it. Having edited hundreds of videos in the past few years, in this video, I will explain everything about you becoming a video editor, including what software to use, how to learn video editing, how to get started, tools to make your life easier, building a portfolio, and finally finding your first ever paying client. And if that sounds interesting, let's jump right in. First thing first, you need something to edit those videos on and learn video editing as well, right? Basically a device. So as for devices, you can actually start video editing on a laptop, desktop, tablet, or even a smartphone. But if you are a bit serious about video editing and want to take it to the next level, then I would suggest you start video editing and learning video editing on a laptop. Sure, you can edit a video on a smartphone or a tablet using apps like VN Editor, CapCut, or InShot, but it won't be as intuitive or easy as editing a video on a laptop. Furthermore, a laptop is inevitable if you want to work on huge projects or manage multiple different video projects at the same time. So a laptop it is. If you do not have a laptop, you can also learn video editing on a smartphone as well and then later move to a laptop. And for editing short form videos like maybe reels or shorts, a smartphone will be more than enough, and apps like VN or CapCut should help. Now that you have the device ready, the next thing is selecting a video editing software. So when it comes to video editing software side of things, there are mainly three softwares to look for. So the first one is Adobe Premiere Pro, second is Final Cut Pro, and third is DaVinci Resolve. Now Adobe Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro both are paid software, while DaVinci Resolve is completely free to use. Adobe Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve is available for both Windows and Mac, while Final Cut Pro is exclusive to Apple computers. Initially, if you do not have any money to spend on a video editing software, then you could start learning video editing on DaVinci Resolve. And DaVinci Resolve comes with almost all features that you can find on Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro, if not more features when it comes to color grading side of things. And side note, you can actually get Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro for free, like if you know, or you can actually use the 30 days free trial to try the software for a month and see if that works for you. You can select any video editing software of choice, and it doesn't really matter much which software you use. The overall logics of editing a video, the techniques, and the overall workflow is pretty much similar for all softwares out there. I personally use the Adobe Premiere Pro on my MacBook, and even though I have an Apple computer, I still prefer to use Premiere Pro because it has this tight compatibility with other products in the Adobe ecosystem like Audition, After Effects, Illustrator, and Photoshop. And this Adobe After Effects is a must-have, and more on this later. Now, if you want help in deciding which software to use, I will leave links to some resources in the description below, and that will help you find the application suitable to you. And now that you have both the device and the actual software, the next step is learning the actual basics of video editing. It doesn't matter which software you use, the editing techniques are pretty much the same. The only difference you will find is when it comes to UI side of things, the individual tool's name, and maybe some extra features might be available on some software that might not be available in the other one. But again, there are workarounds to get all these features in all different tools. Like if some features are not available on Premiere Pro and it's only available on Final Cut Pro, there might be some kind of workarounds to get the same feature on both these softwares. So don't worry about that yet. First, you need to learn the basics like getting used to the UI and tools, importing the clips, chopping and slicing the clips, adding text and special effects, transitions and cuts, the timeline, and more. And depending on the software you use, it might be a little different. And as for learning to use these softwares, there are tons of free guides and full courses on YouTube for all these different tools and applications like Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, DaVinci Resolve, and even After Effects. So I'll make sure to leave links to those in the description below. Or if you have some money to spend, you can also purchase a fully fledged course on platforms like Udemy as well. Next is finding assets and resources to learn editing and also to use on your main project as well. So these are things like stock photos and videos, sound effects, royalty-free music, LUTs, presets pack, title packs, templates, and much more. First, for stock photos and videos, you can try websites like Pexels, Pixabay, or Unsplash. So you can go ahead and search for any term and download videos in 4K resolution or also download images in maximum resolution as well. Next, for copyright-free music and sound effects, you can visit the audio and sound effects section in Pixabay, or you can visit the NCS channel on YouTube, or also you can download and use sound effects and audio from the YouTube audio library as well. And now for other assets like preset packs, template packs, title packs, LUTs, and all that kind of stuff, you can actually search for it on YouTube, and there are many creators that are generous enough to give them away for free, so you can just download them for free. And for some reason, if you can't find them on YouTube, you can also do a simple Google search and find a lot of it that you can actually save to your computer for free. Now that you have all the assets and resources right at your fingertip, next is to learn to editing videos. And what I mean by this is not just to learn how to use the video editing software, but to edit videos in an engaging way with immersive storytelling that will hook people and want them watch the entire video. Pretty much anyone can learn to edit a video in a day or two, or maximum a couple of days. But what that actually matters the most is how you present it, the storytelling, how engaging you can make it, and hook the people to the very end of the video. For example, the Mr. Who's the Boss's video are more fun to watch and is more engaging than MKBHD's video. Sure, both the video is about the same topic and convey the exact same thing, but the way both videos are edited and presented is entirely different. When it comes to Mr. Who's the Boss videos, there are a lot of fast-paced cuts and transitions, while MKBHD's videos has less cut scenes and transitions. Once you're done with learning basic stuff like importing a clip, getting used to the entire UI of the software, like adding transition, cuts, text overlays, and much more, it's now time to level up the game and learn more advanced stuff. But what do I mean by advanced learning concept? Well, this includes stuff like sound design and adding sound effects, doing color grading, color correction, animations, and things like that. And again, I will leave links to resources in the description below. And now finally, this is where After Effects comes into play. So if you want to incorporate advanced motion graphics and animations to your video, After Effects is almost inevitable, and it works best if you are using Adobe Premiere Pro. The dynamic linking feature of Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects makes it so easy, so you can actually work on a project on Premiere Pro and then send specific clips to After Effects, add some motion graphics and animations, get it back on Premiere Pro, and you can continue your workflow just like that. For example, with After Effects, you can add a text or images right behind you using the rotoscoping tool in After Effects, or you can use motion tracking, you can include flashy animations, title animations, and much more. Adobe After Effects open infinite possibilities for incorporating animations and sleek video effects to your edits, but the learning curve is a bit too steep. But there are tons of free resources on YouTube that will help you master After Effects for free, and again, I will leave links to them in the description below. Now that you have learned video editing, both the basics and advanced concept, next is the most important thing, and that is to finding clients. But before you can find a client, there is one more important step that you need to do, and that is building your portfolio. A portfolio is basically a collection of all your video editing works, not exactly all of them, but the best video editing projects that you have done so far. So the first thing is that you need to build a portfolio. So there are two options. If you want to go the lazy way, that is to upload all these videos, the projects that you have done, to a Google Drive folder, and then share this link to that Google Drive folder to the clients or maybe respective clients that you might get converted in the future. On the other hand, the much better option would be to build a portfolio on Behance and upload all your works. Or better yet, you can just create a website of your own and upload all your works there, and you can just simply share the website URL, and anyone who want to work with you can just visit the website and view all your work and then decide whether or not they want to work with you. So having a portfolio is a must have and is absolutely important, and it is the first impression that you give to a potential client when you contact them for the first time. So make it the best. Now that you have the portfolio ready, the next step is to actually finding the clients. Now when it comes to finding clients, there are mainly two ways. The first one is actually by going and registering on freelancing platforms like Fiverr or Upwork and posting a gig about video editing. And once you're done posting the gig, now next you need to wait for people to roll in and order the service. And the second option is direct cold emailing. So all you need to do is to find a lot of prospects in your niche. So you can find prospects using LinkedIn or any other method and create a leads list. So this leads list will basically include everyone that might be interested in your service, and also you need to gather the email address of them as well. And the next thing to do is to send cold emails to all of them and ask if they are interested in your service, and if yes, take it from there. So basically there are two ways you can find clients. The first one is by using a freelancing platform, and second one is by directly cold emailing them. And now once you got the first client, rinse and repeat the process and scale it to find more clients. And if you got your first client on a freelancing platform like Fiverr, make sure to ask them to leave a 5-star review. And again, if you got a client, say for example via cold emailing, ask them if it is possible for you to close them via a freelancing platform like Fiverr, and if they allow you to do so, well, ask them to leave a 5-star rating after they are done. And now that's pretty much it. Next, all you need to do is to polish and keep improving your video editing skills and find more clients, and also create a leads list with more emails and do more cold emailing to find potential clients, and also make sure to ask them to leave 5-star reviews on freelancing platforms as well. Now scale and repeat the process and find more clients and make money out of it. I hope you found this video useful. If yes, make sure to subscribe to the channel for similar updates, and I will see you in the next one.